The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everyone, this is Clint here. We're just going to do a quick sound check. If you can hear me, just raise your hand. Make sure everything is good. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, John. All right, champions, welcome to week 6 of the 100-Day Champion Challenge. We have a great week ahead of us. Put another week behind us. We're moving through the challenge just perfectly with the drawdown of the homework that we assign to you guys. Let you primarily focus on your business is what this 100-Day Championship Challenge is all about. So let's get started. Alright, so it's Mindset of a Champion, daily method of operations. Every evening or in the morning, you just create your 3 action steps that will put money in your pocket this week. You start off with affirmations and meditation and visualization. Remember, you have to be in a learning mode. You have to be teachable and changeable in order for all of this stuff to take effect for you. So affirmations, meditation, and visualization are all a part of that. The vision boards. We were looking for some of those on the Facebook challenge page. We didn't see all that many. We want to encourage you. Please share your vision board. Share your ideas with everyone else. The idea is only yours, and no one else can grasp what you're trying to do if you're not presenting that and showing that to everyone else. Make sure that also that you're reading at least 10 pages per day. You don't have time to read, get an audiobook. You're driving in traffic, going to work, or going to the store, whatever else. You're in the gym like I do. Throw an audiobook in there and listen to something cool. I listen to Jim Rohn a lot. Take that and apply it to your business. Listen to the MLSP wake up calls, either the recorded version or the live one, preferably the live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. If you can't, just make sure that you go in there. They're recorded for you for a reason. Take advantage of the free training that these leaders are offering you. And daily exercise. Get her out, move. Get the old beer gut that's working and get rid of that stuff. You sit in the chair all day behind a computer, your butt gets wider. So, do something
Sure
about that.
does. hmm
Alright, the book of the week. This is awesome. It's Steve. It's written by George Beam and Steve Jobs. It's drawn from more than 3 decades of media coverage, print, electronic, and online, and it tributes the great Steve Jobs and the abilities that he brought into his business, both inspirational and business minded. If you see that nice old picture right there, the goofy guy with the smile right in the middle, that's Steve Jobs. Pat loves this picture. It's a little outdated for me though. I don't know, maybe Rob's about that old as the teacher back there, but he's still cool.
Okay, now watch it. Rob and I are in the same class. Okay, very good, very good. Let's go on now. Champions, good evening. We are so psyched to be here tonight. Welcome and thank you for being with us. We have the wonderful and highly talented Mr. Rob Fore with us tonight. So before we get Rob out here, we would like to go over the champion of the week, who is Miss Daria Jackson Ligonier. Daria, are you out there?
And
Daria, are you out there?
she's not on the list. She's in
She's
the
not.
show.
She's in the Poconos,
Yep.
so she probably doesn't have good coverage. And also, guys, I want you to know Esther will not be able to make it this evening, but that's okay. She'll be with us next week. So with that being said, get your notebooks out and let's do this. Let's introduce the champion of the week, Daria. By the way, she did, Daria, what did she do this week? An incredible 10 leads. She generated 10 leads this week. I think she got an MLSP sign up out of it, and I wanted her to speak to us about how she generated those leads. So she'll either come on later or we'll talk to her next week. But that being said, guys, I am so happy tonight. We have Rob Fore, who is going to be training us, and he's a master SEO. Now, what you need to know about Rob Fore, for those of you who do not know him, well, he lives in Carson City in Nevada. But here's the beautiful thing about this man. At the age of 29 years old, he found himself sleeping in the back of his truck on a urine-stained mattress. Well, he's now 30 years old and he is earning six figures. No, that was just a joke, guys. But anyway, so he was 29 years old, found himself in this predicament. Obviously financially he wasn't anywhere, and at one point in his life, he was studying to be a minister. Well, go back to 1996, and he just basically decided in his mind and heart and soul that he was going to live a life of serving other people. And through that, he started a business with his wife, Lisa, who he still lives with. And they started, I think your book was an ebook for $29, right? For real estate agents.
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly right. Yeah, a long
That was
time ago.
That was a long time ago, Rob, and you've come thousands of miles from there. But so now Rob, multiple six-figure income earner. He has several online businesses that he's very successful with. But again, a lot of his success has come from helping others, and he's been a speaker at many, many events. I had the honor and pleasure of meeting him at Live the Dream. He just got back from the MLSP private retreat, and tonight he's going to share with us, guys, and this is why we're so happy and honored to have Rob. He's going to share with us a whole technology that he hasn't even shared before, and we're going to start with SEO and all that good stuff. So get your beverages and your pens and pencils. Rob, are you there? If you are, please take it away, and thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thanks so much, you guys. I am so thankful that Pat and Chris invited me to, or Clint invited me to come and spend some time with you guys. Let me know if you see my screen. Do you see what I'm looking at here? All right, perfect. Now, I'm so thrilled, and and if you could listen real close, just really listen real close, what you'll hear is a standing ovation coming from me and Lisa over here in Carson City to you guys. You're stepping into an arena that is not easy. When we go onto the internet and we decide we're going to step up and take control of our time and our financial futures, it's not easy. Quite often, you're going to walk that road alone, or it's going to feel like you're alone. There's a learning curve, there's trials, there's tribulation and challenge. And just know that you have people who care. We have Pat, we have Clint, we have myself, your upline leaders, all the people on your team. We are people who celebrate success. We're people who care enough to care. And when you do feel alone, when you do feel like there's a challenge, just reach out and connect. And that's what makes a champion. Be there for other people as well. But Pat, thanks for sharing my story. That way I don't have to. So for the people who don't know me, you're looking at a picture of me, sort of, kind of, with my beautiful wife down there, Lisa. We've been married since 1981. It's been about 30 years, and a picture of my young family spending time at the beach. Now, we believe in building a business, not just a downline, which means I don't know where you guys are. If you're building a primary network marketing business, or if you're MLSP might be your primary source of income, or maybe you're involved in the Empower Network program. I don't really know. But what I do know is we want to build a business, not just a downline, meaning we want to create multiple streams of income, because heaven forbid, should one income stream go down, that can be a bummer, but it's not catastrophic. And as Pat shared, back in when I was 29 years old, we had built a six-figure business. I made a wrong business decision, and that literally cost me everything. We filed bankruptcy, I lost my house, and we literally found ourselves homeless, and I found myself living on the street. And that's because all of my income came from one job or one business, and when we lost it all. So it taught me a lesson to diversify our income streams. So if we have a challenge with one, we're not belly up in the fishbowl, dead in the water. So what I want to talk about tonight is to go over the basics of SEO. Literally the basics of SEO, and that's the wrong screen. So hang on a second. Let me find the right one. Okay, so we're going to start here. And the reason we want to talk about the basics is if we're going to build a business online, since 1996, Lisa and I have been able to build 4 six-figure, even multiple six-figure businesses on the internet. And we've used a very simple process to make that happen, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And we've done it numerous times. And what I've noticed is what we promote doesn't matter. If we're promoting MLSP, if we're promoting Empower Network, if we're promoting our primary network marketing business or a business opportunity, or maybe an affiliate program like Antique Barbie Dolls, it doesn't really matter. What we promote doesn't matter. The how we promote it is exactly the same. And the only thing that changes over time are the tools we use. So if we can wrap our mind around the basics, if we can get a real clear picture on the how, then you're going to create this tool set and this skill set that literally you can write your own first class ticket to success anytime you want. So I'm really, really excited for you guys for being here, getting in, getting busy, and making it happen. So the bare bones basics, we have to understand types of traffic. On the internet, there's 2 types of traffic. We have free traffic and paid traffic. And traffic basically means people visit your website, whether that's your website, your blog, your YouTube video, your Facebook fan page. We got to get people over to our content. Now, in the way I build a business, our number one goal is to get our content to rank or to show up very easily on the search engines or on YouTube. So we make it easy for people to find it. For example, here's an example of the 2 types of traffic. If you go to Google and type in any search phrase, you're going to see some ads at the very top of the screen and some ads on the right hand side of the screen, and people are paying to be there. So if you need immediate traffic, you can literally pay for it and within 15 minutes have traffic coming to your site. The challenge with paid advertising is it requires a budget, and quite often you're going to be upside down. You're going to spend a lot of money before you figure out how to make money. Then below the paid results, we have what we call search engine results page. And normally it will show 10 of the top searches there. That's what we call the SERPs. So if you ever see that term, that's what it stands for, search engine results page. So our goal is to get our information, our web page, our blog post, our videos, to actually rank or show up on that front page of the major search engines. So when somebody types in a search, they can literally find it. That's how we drive the traffic to our site. Same thing with YouTube. If you go over to youtube.com, there's a little search bar up there. People type in a search and it displays ads at the top and on the right, promoted videos, and below that, organic search there. So my model has always been organic search. If I can get it to rank, then in a very real sense, I'm getting free traffic forever. If you go over to Facebook, it's the same thing. If you look over on the right, we have sponsored ads. You can pay and get traffic right away, or you can do organic posts, fan pages, and get traffic that way. Now, not all internet traffic or website visitors are created equal. And what I mean by that is if a person is searching for free MLM leads and your intention is to sell MLM leads as an affiliate marketer, wrong traffic. Absolutely. I mean, chances are they're not going to buy your leads. They were looking for free leads. So we need to think target marketing. We need to think more on what I call posting on purpose for profit, or posting on purpose to get leads, or posting on purpose to get traffic. We need to think a little deeper than most people think and go, if a person is searching for a particular word or a phrase, how can I best serve them? I want to match my content and I want to match my offer to that person. So a person looking for free MLM leads, I'm not going to try to sell them leads, but I may try to guide them into MLSP where they can learn how to generate free leads. So, also along the way, let me share with you guys, if you have a question as I'm going through this, something pops into your mind, type the question out or raise your hand and let's interact. This is your time and I'm here for you So we want to make this as powerful for you as we can. I've been doing this since 1996. Sometimes I go a little fast because I live, eat, and breathe this stuff. So if you have a question, stop me dead. We'll talk about that. So for free traffic, there's 3 types of traffic. We can get organic search. That's when we rank on the search engines. We rank on YouTube. We can post classified ads. There's a lot of places like Craigslist and US free ads. You can post ads, you can post content, and that will generate traffic as well. We also have what we call direct traffic. So if you were to post on your Facebook page, your Twitter page, or what I'm going to show you later, which I've never revealed to anybody ever. You guys are going to be the first people ever. I'm kind of nervous about that. But when we post on these other direct traffic sites, you can generate traffic without ever ranking on the search engines. And the reason that we're going to talk about that is a lot of you guys might have just started to post and promote on the internet. And if you have a brand new website, you set up a brand new blog, or maybe you paid the $50 to host a domain on the MLSP platform, you can literally do everything right. You can post every day, you can get backlinks, you can Facebook it and tweet it and do everything right and still not generate a result. You still may not rank on the search engines. You still may not generate any leads and any traffic. And it's not because you are doing anything wrong. It's just the way the internet works. The internet is going to reward websites that have some age and some authority. And quite often that takes 3 to 4 months to make it happen. And so I encourage you not to get discouraged if you're starting off with a brand new website. I mean, you can literally do everything you're supposed to do, work your fingers to the bone, 90 days later have nothing to show for it except bony fingers. That's just the way it is. And it sounds horrible, but that's just the way the internet is. But if you keep going, if you stay focused, if you set your face like flint and keep heading off in that direction, eventually your site will start to rank. It'll gain that age and authority, and magic happens. It's like all of a sudden everything starts to rank and leads start coming in like crazy, and you're going, phew, good thing I didn't stop. But we're going to show you a couple ways to get some traffic while you're kind of slogging through those first 90 days. So I like organic search because it creates long-term assets. If I can get a blog post to rank for a keyword that gets a lot of traffic, I'm going to get a lot of free traffic for a very, very long time. So again, our number one goal is to get our content to rank so people can find it. Here's an example. I'm going after a keyword, MLM business opportunity. Now, if I'm in network marketing and I want to recruit some new team builders, that's a pretty good keyword. If somebody's literally typing in MLM business opportunity, they're looking for a way to make money from home. So if I can get this content to rank, you can see the YouTube videos ranking number 2 and a blog post is ranking number 3. That's going to drive a lot of traffic. That's my perfect prospect. So I work once to get it to rank, and then I benefit from that traffic for a very, very long time. Now, what you may or may not know is on the front page of a major search engine, if you rank number 1, you're going to get about 40% of all the searches for that keyword. If you rank number 2, 21%. If you rank number 3, 8%. Combine all of that, we have 70% of the traffic for that keyword is going to come, the number 1, 2, and number 3 places is going to get that traffic. The other 30% is divided pretty much on the next 7 spots on the front page. So our goal is the front page. Our ultimate goal is the number 1, 2, or 3 spot. Again, here I went after the keyword My Lead System Pro, and again we got a video to rank number 2 up there in the number 1 spot, and number 3. Again, since we get it to rank, we get a lot of traffic from that keyword, and literally, in a sense, create traffic and leads on demand. So here's the organic search process that I've used 4 times since 1996 to promote products to real estate agents, our own products, affiliate products, and network marketing. Know what you're offering. And I mean this on a per post or per page or per video basis. Before you sit down to write content, know exactly what you want that content to do. Do you want to sell somebody something and earn a commission? Do you want them to pick up the phone and call you? Do you want them to opt in and become a lead? Know exactly the action you're going after. Then you need to pick a target market for that. So if my action is to sell MLSP, I know that the perfect target market is the frustrated networker, the person who ran out of warm market leads. So I need to know who my target market is. Then I'm going to do some keyword research to find out what is that person literally searching for when they're in pain. When they need leads, when they have a challenge going on, what actual words and phrases are they literally typing in? Once we figure that out, we literally have a roadmap to success, because now we just create content that addresses the exact topic they're looking for, and then we promote it to rank so that it shows up on the front page of the search engines. We make it very easy to find. So that's really our 5-step simple process. That's the how-to. So the what we promote doesn't matter. The how-to is always the same. Know what we're promoting, pick our target market, keyword research, content, promote that content to rank. Game over. Next contestant, please. The most important part once we created our content is to promote it to rank. If it doesn't rank, nobody's going to find your content. If they don't find your content, we have no traffic, no leads, no sales. We've literally wasted our time. Now again, you can get traffic by doing paid advertising, but for this course here, we're talking about organic SEO. So that's the first part. So now let's go jump to another part. Okay, now once we've created our content, okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself. All right, hang on. I gotta go find this now. Now that I've lost my place. Okay, here we go. Excuse the phone in the background. So now we need to optimize for search, and we have to let the search engines know exactly and specifically what our content is about, otherwise it won't be able to rank it. We do that both on page and off page. And what I mean by on page is the actual web page or the blog post or the video that you're producing. So we have to let the search engines know what our page is about and prove that our content is worthy of being ranked high. That's really what we're doing here. Now, on-page optimization is very, very simple. There's software and WordPress plugins you can use to make this happen. But if you just keep this in mind, it's a done deal. You'll know the skill. You'll never even have to think about it. Whatever our keyword research reveals, whatever phrase we're going after, you want to put that exact phrase in the title. You want to put that exact phrase in the description. You want to add a picture to your article or to your blog post, and you want to label your picture, name your picture that exact keyword phrase. You want the keyword in the first paragraph and the last paragraph of your page. And it doesn't matter if you have 300 words, 500 words, 900 words. Put the keyword first paragraph, last paragraph, put it in a picture. And then just kind of sprinkle that keyword around in the body copy a few times. I personally don't worry about what they call keyword density. Is my keyword in there 2% of the time, 4% of the time? Just a bunch of bahooey. Your title, your description, first, last paragraph, picture, body copy a couple times. Each page needs to be optimized for one specific keyword. I see a lot of people going up and going, well, I'm going to promote MLSP. So I'm going to try to put in MLSP and My Lead System Pro and MLM Lead System Pro and MLM Lead System Pro Review and MLM Lead System Scam. They try to stuff all this stuff into one page. Not going to work. Every keyword needs to stand alone if you want that keyword to rank on the search engines. Here's an idea of an article I posted on the actual MLSP article page. The keyword is MLSP. Notice I have MLSP in the title. I have MLSP in the first paragraph. If you could see the last paragraph, we'd have it down there, and we have it sprinkled throughout the body copy. Real simple. not rocket science. It's really easy to remember. Um, and how that works is on your blog we have what we call meta tags, and you don't really have to worry about this. It all just happens automatically. But what's happening is when you add a title, it's creating code that you don't see, but the search engines do. And that code is your title tags, your description, and your keywords. So that we are literally telling the search engine what our content is about. So we want to put the exact phrase. Now, you might have a keyword phrase that's a little crazy. Leads MLM. And you go, and how in the world am I going to put that in the title? Put it in the title. Figure out a way, or skip it and do a different keyword. You need to put the exact phrase in the title, first paragraph, last paragraph. And those titles and that description, this is how it shows up on the search engine. Your title is the link to your website. So whatever you put in the title, that's what they're going to see on the search engines, and whatever you put in the description is what they're going to see. So obviously on your blog, you know how to do that. It asks for a title, it asks for a description. Whatever you put in there, that's what they're going to see on the search engines. So you want to write for both the search engine by putting the exact keyword phrase in those areas, but you also want to write it for people. You have to give them a good reason to click your link instead of clicking anybody else's link on that page. So that's where you kind of have to think a little bit. How am I going to tease them into clicking my link? I often ask a question. Is MLSP truly the answer you are looking for? Is it really? Click here, let's find out. Get them engaged somehow. Tease them into clicking through. Here's an MLM lead generation. That was the keyword I'm going after. Notice again, I have the exact phrase in the title. I have the exact phrase in the description. MLM lead generation? Question mark. Beware. Not all leads are created equal. Here's how to become your own lead generation company. If they're interested in MLM lead generation, I might have caught their attention there. If you look down at the YouTube video, same thing. The title of the video is the exact keyword phrase. That does two things. It lets the search engines know what your content is about so it can rank it, but also lets your potential prospects know they have just found exactly what they were looking for.
And while you pause real quick, Rob, before we get too far away from it, I have a question from Preston Schumacher. Does page rank matter? And if so, how do you raise the page rank?
Yeah, page rank does not matter to get your content to rank. In fact, when you create my blog, for example, the front page has a page rank of 4. If I create a new blog post, that new post obviously has no page rank. Page rank is actually issued to every page. We think a website has page rank, but it really doesn't. It's just the home page or the index page that has page rank. Every page or every blog post has page rank or not. But what page rank does is page rank is a measure of authority as measured by Google on a scale of 1 or 0 to 10. 0, no authority. 10, major authority. The only thing that PageRank does is the higher the PageRank, the more often the search engines will visit your site. They'll send their spider to look for new content. So most of my pages in the beginning, if I do a brand new blog post, it's going to rank, it's going to be a PageRank 0. So you can absolutely rank without PageRank. To increase PageRank, you simply need to get other websites that have more page rank than you to link to you. And Google updates PageRank about every 3 months. They just did it probably 7 to 10 days ago. So it's going to be a good 12 to 16 weeks before they do it again. So if you're looking at a PR 0 and nothing's happening, nothing happens, understand it's about every 3 to 4 month process. But it doesn't matter when it comes to ranking high on the search engines. But it does matter later when we want to get backlinks. We want to get other websites that have high page rank to link to us. And so again, we're talking here about optimizing for both the search engine and the visitor. And again, it's just making sure your keywords are front and center, the exact keyword match. And then of course, let your prospect know right away that they're in the right place. So you notice my first sentence on this blog post is looking for MLM lead generation secrets. They know immediately they found what they're looking for, because we want them to stay on our page and actually engage. And again, meta tags are critical. We talked about that. Now on YouTube, it's the same thing. When you post a video up on YouTube, you're offered a chance to give it a title and give it a description. You do the same thing. Your keyword needs to be in the title, needs to be in the description. And again, we want to write for both the search engines and the prospect. So for the prospect here, I said MLM lead generation broker exposes the ugly truth about horrible MLM leads. You better watch this video to find out what may be costing you a fortune. Again, we're teasing them into paying attention. And when you upload a video, very simple: title, keyword, description, keyword. Put your keyword phrases in the tags. Whenever you see a tag, like on a blog or YouTube, think keywords. That's really just your keywords. And so again, we do the same thing even when it's for video. Okay, so I'm going to blow through that real fast. We'll get to this in a minute.
And while you're doing that, we have one more question. It's label
Okay.
pictures with keyword. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Okay, let's go up to my website here. Okay, if you're seeing the screenshot of my website, here's a blog post I did where my keyword is MLM marketing. So there's the keyword in my title. Here's the keyword, very close. I didn't do the first sentence, shame on me, but it is the second sentence. Here's a picture, and notice I have my keyword. I have a caption in the keyword. The actual picture itself, if I open this up, let me see if I can view the picture. Okay, here's the picture. If you notice the URL here across the top, I actually labeled my picture with my keyword. So even though originally that picture might have been gold guy, gold mouse or something, I renamed it MLM marketing.jpg. So the actual picture itself is embedded with the keyword. Then of course we created a CAPTCHA code as well, or not a CAPTCHA code, but a caption on the picture as well. That makes sense?
Yep, perfectly.
Alright, so let's get back to where we were. Where were we? Okay, so we've talked about
That was a very cool tip.
Yeah, and it works wonders, because when they spider your site, they're going to count the pictures, they're going to count the caption, and it's just another sneaky way to get your keyword in there a couple times. So if you do multiple pictures, let's say you have a couple pictures on your blog, I'll put and my keyword is MLM marketing. One picture will be MLM marketing, maybe the next word would be MLM marketing tips, the next picture might be MLM marketing secrets. Again, I'm going to use the exact keyword phrase, but then maybe go after some long-term phrases as well. I might catch those by accident, but it works out pretty good. Okay, off-page optimization is the next thing we really want to do. And this is how search engines actually rank pages. If you think about it, if you write an article, MLM marketing, and it's a great article, and I write an article, MLM marketing, and it's a great article, how does the search engine determine whose article to rank higher? How are they going to do that? They don't have a staff of gremlins reviewing all these billions and billions of pages. So how do they know? Well, the first way they know is if we do on-page optimization. Who's telling me what the page is about? So if you do a really good job on page, they know what your content's about. In addition, so let's assume we both do perfect on-page optimization. Now how do they know? Well, what they do is they're looking for content that's relevant to the search. And again, we let them know that by telling our title is the keyword. They're also looking for the number of backlinks. Well, what's a backlink? A backlink is simply another website, or a Facebook or a Twitter, some other website that's not you, that gives a link back. They're linking back to your page. So Patricia does a wonderful blog post. I think it's awesome. I read it. And on my blog, I say, hey man, everybody click here and go check out what Pat had to say. I'm linking back to her website. So what they do is they count the number of other websites that are linking to you. They're also considering the page rank and the authority of your site, and that's again that age and authority issue. That's just going to happen over time. It takes about 3 to 4 months, and you'll have enough age and authority. They also consider social media votes. How often are people retweeting your blog posts and sharing them on Facebook? Tribe Pro, if you guys are familiar with Tribe Pro, does a good job of getting some social media votes, getting people talking about and buzzing about your content. But all things being equal, a page with more backlinks will rank higher than pages with less backlinks, and even rank higher than pages with a higher page rank. So backlinks are critical. Basically, once you've published your content, if you want to rank on the front page of Google, and you do, it's all about backlinks. You want to get hundreds, even thousands of backlinks, because that is what ranks pages. Now here, one of my sites, I actually own Heavy Hitter Leads. I own a lead generation website, and here we're ranking for MLM Lead or MLM Leads, and this is a free plugin that you can use from SEO Quake. It works on Firefox or Google Chrome, but it actually tells you that that one page has over 7,000 backlinks. And notice I have more backlinks than the number 2 guy who has 1,000. I have more backlinks than the number 3 guy who has 800. They have higher page rank. The number 2 guy has higher page rank, higher authority, but I can outrank him because I have more backlinks. So all things being equal, backlinks are the name of the game. Now there's 2 types of backlinks. There's quality backlinks. These are backlinks from web pages that have page rank. If you can get that, that's awesome. And then there's quantity, just backlinks from anybody and everybody, whether they have page rank or not. We actually need both. We need hundreds, if not thousands of backlinks. We also need quality backlinks. Again, we talked about what a backlink is. And again, here's an example. Here's an article I did, and notice I'm linking to Attraction Marketing Bootcamp, and that links back to my website. So in this case, I created my own backlink by posting an article on Easy Articles. And we can use, next week we'll talk about some automated tools you can use to get hundreds, even thousands of backlinks using automation software. Let me see, varied backlinks are important. What we want to do is we want to get backlinks from anywhere and everywhere, and there's different types of backlinks. We can get backlinks from forums, we can get backlinks from blogs, we can get bookmarks, social bookmarks, Facebook and Twitter. So we want to get backlinks from all kinds of different areas, article directories, because what Google does is Google knows there's people like me and you who are trying to rank on the search engine. And once in a while, we can actually crack the code and go, oh, wow, you know what? Google really likes backlinks from article directories. And so all we do is we get backlinks from article directories and we rank like crazy. And then 6 weeks later, Google changes their algorithm and says, now I like backlinks from blogs and not so much from article directories. Well, if all we did was get backlinks from article directories, all of a sudden we lost all of our good ranking. So if we get backlinks from everywhere, we really don't care what Google does. So so we need both quality and quantity of links. To give you an idea, if you get a link from a page that has a page rank 4, that's more valuable than 100 links from a page rank 3. So getting a link from a high page rank site is very incredibly valuable, but it's often difficult to do. So varied backlinks are important. We want to get them from press releases, articles, directory sites, social media, blog posts, forums, everybody linking back to our site. Social media links, which are links from Facebook, people like that you see it on a blog, says they liked my content or they retweeted it, they shared it on Google +1. Those are becoming more and more valuable as time goes on. See, we can artificially inflate backlinks. We can't artificially inflate people literally liking our page. I mean, we can, but right. So Google's giving that more and more value today. So you want to get people engaged. And if you're part of a group like this 100-day challenge, make it a point to visit each other's website and like each other. Facebook, like it, retweet each other's content. Make a little tribe, a little community that helps each other out, and you'll see all of your content rank even better. So we can still, rank really, really well doing backlinks, but start doing social media as well. It's pretty important. And here's an example on my blog. I have a couple little buttons where people can share it on Facebook, they can tweet it, and that's an example of a social media vote. So you want people to create a buzz about your content, and that will help you rank even higher. TribePro is a tool. You can get with Pat or Clint and talk about TribePro. It's a very powerful tool. I use it quite often, and quite often I get a lot of my content to rank using just TribePro. It's that powerful, social media today. And I don't know why that slide's there. But bottom line, once our content is published, the #1 most critical thing you can do is to get as many backlinks as you can and social media votes as you can. Period. End of story. Because backlinks are what causes our pages to rank. And as we've already talked about, if we can get our pages to rank on the front page of Google, Bing or Yahoo or YouTube, we're going to get traffic. If we get the traffic, we're going to get leads, we're going to make the sales. All right, so I'm going to stop there. Or no, I'm not. I'm going to go through leveraging authority sites real quick here, and then I want to show you something that's pretty profound. As we talked about, the first 90 days of a brand new website, you can literally do everything right and not produce a great result. You can post great content, do your on-page optimization, get a bazillion backlinks, and still not rank. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's simply because you don't have any age and authority yet. See, when you first start a website, the search engines don't know what you're going to do. Are you going to promote porn, pills, gambling? Are you going to be one of those spammers or one of those bloggers? They don't know. So they basically just kind of sit back and reserve judgment for about 3 to 4 months. Eventually they go, you know what, this is pretty good stuff. We're going to reward that valuable content and all their work with ranking. So it just takes time. So what do we do in the meantime? How do we get some traffic in the meantime? Well, what we want to do is the same process. We know what we're offering. We pick a market. But what do we want to do? Let me jump way forward here. Is we want to do keyword research to find an authority site that we can post free content on apart from our site. An example of that would be YouTube. YouTube is already an authority site. So if we go to the search engines and we do a keyword search, you're going to see a YouTube video quite often ranking on the front page. Well, if it ranks for the keyword that you want to go after, all you need to do is go do a YouTube video for that same keyword and get more backlinks than that guy has, and you will knock them off the front page and your video will be there. And that can happen literally within 4 hours. Literally within 4 hours, because YouTube already has age and authority. So if we do our on-page optimization and we get backlinks, we can instantly rank and instantly get traffic and leads. So you need to think about what authority sites. Well, Easing Articles is a place you can write you can submit your articles to. That's an authority site. YouTube is an authority site. Some of the bigger forums like Warrior Forum, BetterNetworker.com, those are authority sites. And so what we want to do is we want to do our keyword research and go, are any of those authority sites already ranking on the front page of Google? for that keyword. Let me see if I went too far. So here's an example. I searched Google for MLM tips. Let's say that's a keyword I want to go after. And I noticed number 3 is an easing article that's ranking. Easing articles is an authority site. So I immediately go write an article optimized for MLM tips, and I go submit it to easing articles, and then I go about the business, which we'll talk about next week, of getting backlinks to that easing article. See, it's already an authority site, so I can push all the backlinks I need to it, and I'm going to knock off this guy, and pretty soon I'm going to rank in that spot. All I have to do is get more backlinks than them. So in the beginning, when you're starting off on your brand new 90-day journey and your content isn't ranking yet, do both. Always post on your own blog, because we need to start the clock and we need to build out our own content, but then take and make a copy, rewrite it a little bit, do what you need to do, and go post it on an authority site and get backlinks to that. Now what's going to happen is that authority site is going to rank pretty high pretty fast, and in the beginning that's where most of your leads and most of your traffic is going to come from. But now 3 to 4 months goes by, your site starts to gain authority, your site starts to rank, and quite often you will rank multiple times on the search engines. Now I'm going to show you a live result. Here we are up on Google. You'll see the keyword phrase I'm going after is MLM recruiting secrets. So obviously when I posted that on my blog, here's my blog post. It ranks number 2. I noticed that YouTube was also ranking that keyword, so I did a YouTube video and I got backlinks to that, and my YouTube video is ranking number 3. But now take a look at this. Warrior Forum. Warrior Forum is an authority site. So I also posted a copy on my Warrior Forum blog, which is absolutely free. You can go to Warrior Forum and start a blog right today. Post your content there if you're not ranking yet. Get backlinks to that blog post and you can rank. So now notice I have number 1, number 2, the number 4 spot. I literally dominate Google for that keyword. Now in the beginning, if your blog is brand new, you might not get this, but you could certainly get to YouTube, and you could certainly get this. And after your blog gets some age and authority, then you're going to rank this as well. So we want to target authority sites. So right now what's ranking very well is YouTube, Warrior Forum, betternetworker.com, Empower Network blog. If you're on the Empower Network blog is ranking very well. Let me see if I can find a result here on this front page. No, let me do but I've seen a lot of Empower Network blog posts ranking very, very well. So if you're involved in the Empower Network, post to that blog and get backlinks, and chances are you're going to rank very high, very fast. Hub Pages is ranking very well. Squidoo is ranking very well. So again, let's just for the sake of argument, let's pretend I want to go after the keyword network marketing lead generation, let's just say. So I go to Google and I'm doing a keyword search. What I'm looking for on this front page is there an authority site that I can post free content to? Nope, 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 nope. YouTube. I can post a video on YouTube. That's an authority site. It's ranking for this keyword. So I run over and I do a YouTube video. What else we got here? Nothing, no other authority sites there. Let's pick another one. Let's go MLM lead generation. And let's search for this real quick. Okay, nope, nope, nope. These are all somebody else's site, but here's YouTube again. I could post a YouTube video. That's an authority site. Nothing else down here. But let's pretend that right here was easing article, and it's ranking for MLM lead generation. I I write an article, I post it to Easing Articles, I get more backlinks than this guy has, I knock him off, and I take his spot. So that's what we talk about, targeting an authority site while you're waiting. Now I want to show you something else to get traffic where we don't even have to rank. I just need to find it. So hang on one second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to a document sharing site called DocStock. Document sharing is a site. There's DocStock, there's Box.net, there's SlideShare.net. There's a few dozen document sharing websites. Just search for document sharing list, and you'll find lists of these sites, and it will actually allow you to post content here. Now these sites allow you to post. Let me find one of my documents here. So keep in mind let's go back to Google for 1 second. Let me go search for MLM recruiting secrets. You'll notice that I posted this video on February 8th. That was, 3 weeks ago, and I posted it on my blog on the same day. And 4 days ago, I posted it up on the Warrior Forum, and it ranks number 4 on Google within 4 days, because Warrior Forum's an authority site. So I've already got traffic from my blog, I've already got some traffic from YouTube, and I got some traffic to the Warrior Forum blog because it's ranking on the front page of Google. But you'll notice there's no ranking for DocStock, there's no ranking for SlideShare. There's nothing on this front page there. Now let's go back to DocStock. What DocStock lets you do is upload documents in PDF, or it could be a Word document, or it could be a PowerPoint. You basically just make a copy of your blog post. So that's exactly what I did. Let me go find this thing. MLM Recruiting Secrets Revealed. I want to go view it on DocStock. So this is actually my DocStock link right up here. So what I did is I just made a copy of my blog post, and I turned it into a PDF, and then I uploaded it to DocStock. Now you'll notice here's the picture, doesn't even look that great, but here's a copy of my actual blog post. This is an exact replica of my blog post with all the links and everything else is already coded in there. I just had to upload this to DocStock. Now keep in mind, this has not ranked. It does not rank anywhere on the search engines. I want to show you down here. Look at this. I posted it on 2/18. That was less than 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Over 649 people have already seen that. Can you see this number here? 649 people have viewed this document. One person has even downloaded it. Here's my description with a link to a lead generation process I have. Here's links to MLSP within my DocStock. It's absolutely incredible. I got 600 views, visitors, without ranking on the search engines within 4 days. Here's a list of some other ones I have here. So recruiting secrets is 5 or 6 days, 600 visitors. Unique article wizard review, 240. Plan your work, 90. Backlink builder affiliate program. Proven article marketing strategy. 1,000 people have viewed that document. None of these MLSP review, 500 people have reviewed that document, and these do not rank on the search engines. They have never ranked on the search engines. Free MLM leads, 4,000 people have viewed that document. Okay, let's go to SlideShare. Let me see, SlideShare. This is another document sharing site. Let me see if I can log in here. I may not remember what the password is.
And while you do that, Rob, I have a question from Mark Halbert. How fast should one get backlinks? Should we drip them or get them as fast as possible?
If you are promoting a brand new website, it's 30 to 90 days old, you can, depending on the tools you use, if you're getting 500 to 1,000 backlinks a day, that's okay. Because even though you are getting a bunch of backlinks really, really fast, it doesn't mean the search engines are going to find them fast. And so it's pretty cool in that sense that you can literally just go crazy and the search engines aren't going to penalize you. If you do get penalized, then and they sandbox you, basically it's kind of like a penalty box. They're saying, hey, you misbehaved, so we're not going to rank your site right now. Don't worry about it. Just keep on promoting, and you are going to come back. It's like you got busted with your hands in the cookie jar. Just don't worry about it and keep promoting. You're actually going to come back. I'm not finding my documents here, but if I could find them. Oh, here we go. I actually uploaded this one. Now again, you can probably see this. See if I can make it bigger. Okay, I uploaded this 5 days ago. It does not rank on the search engines. Already 770 people have reviewed that document. Why are they reviewing that document? Because when they come to SlideShare, there's a search function up here, just like everything else, and they're interested in this keyword. So they're literally typing in MLM recruiting or whatever they type in, and just like any other search engine, it produces a result, paid ads on the right and the top, and the different results down here. So it works just like a search engine, but it's a document sharing site. So that's the secret I wanted to share with you guys, is go pay attention to authority sites like Warrior Forum, Better Networker, YouTube, obviously. Post your content there, get backlinks. Now, if you're getting backlinks to an authority site, Warrior Forum, YouTube, a site that's been around, 4 or 5 months, get as many backlinks as you can as fast as you can. You can never get penalized. It's not your site. What do you care anyway? But in the meanwhile, while you're trying to rank, think about document share sites. Just republish or repurpose your content, post it up there, and you can get some incredible traffic numbers very, very fast. I mean, this is what, 100 views per day for the last 5 days. It doesn't rank anywhere on the search engine. All I had to do was upload that content, and keep in mind we did our on-page optimization. We obviously have our keywords right here.
Now, when you do that, do you use
a search for? Excuse me.
Sorry, when you do that, do you use the article spinner to add the content to different sites, or you just change a little bit, or just leave it as?
Well, on the document sharing sites like SlideShare, Box.net, Docsdoc.com, all you're doing is making a PDF of your actual blog post. There's software you can use to do that. Let me go find this free software here. There's a free software. That's not it. Let me go to my notes. This is a pretty cool. I just found this the other day and it's free. It is ZinePal, so ZinePal.com. And you can actually just put in a link to your blog post that you did or your article, and it will create a PDF for you, and then you just download it and upload it to these document sharing sites. So you would actually just put in your web address, like here. Let me just go get a blog post, for example. So I'm actually just going to put in my URL to my actual blog post, follow their little instructions, and it's going to create a PDF thing that looks like one of these. Then you would just upload that to the document sharing site. So you're not changing the content at all. You're making a copy of it, because we don't care if it ranks on the search engines, and it's not going to be counted as duplicate content because it's a different format. It's a PDF file. Very, very easy to get massive traffic.
That is so incredible, Rob. That's absolutely like over the top for me. That's
Oh, it's
great.
nuts. It's nuts. I mean, just from that one, between the blog post, the YouTube video, the document sharing sites and keep in mind there's dozens of these document sharing sites. So I just showed you two. One of them
Right.
had 600 views, the other had 700. Well, imagine if you did that 12 different sites, you might have 5,000 visitors in the first week. That's, pretty intense.
Which really means you have a good bunch of leads or potential for people to buy into your site. That's the clickable link for them to come into MLSP or your primary, right?
Well, that's exactly right. So since it's literally a copy of your blog post or a copy of the article you wrote, or maybe your empower, whatever, it's a copy of something you've already done. Whatever you are
Right.
promoting there is being promoted here as well. And the only
Right.
reason they're finding it is they literally did search those keywords on that document site. And so we're getting targeted traffic. It's not as valuable as ranking on the search engines, because it could be, it's almost like a related video. Let's say I go to YouTube and I watch a video about something, how to get a better golf swing. Well, when that video's over, it shows me related videos, which might catch my attention, and off I go in another direction. Well, the same thing on these document sharing sites. They might spot your document as a related document to something else they were looking for. So how that traffic actually gets there, it's either going to be by direct search or by a related document, but it's obviously within your target market. So they can certainly,
Awesome.
opt into MLSP or something like that.
That is really, really valuable. And certainly I have never heard of this one. This is great.
Yeah, it's
Very,
kind of
very
like a
cool.
little secret we've been using for a while, and I finally said, well, I guess we can tell people about it.
Yeah. Right. This is awesome, guys. This is great. So I have a question, actually, Rob. So I love doing videos. I love to write too, but like I'm really proficient with doing a video. For me, it's like not a problem. Can I get to the point where I am able to video my my SEO, my videos, to the point where I'm getting traffic, generating traffic without having to blog?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I did a lot of video in my first 90 days because my blog wasn't ranking. And I knew if I went to Google and I just did a keyword search for whatever, so, network marketing, and I saw a YouTube video ranking there, I knew YouTube's an authority site, so I just got to create a video and get more backlinks to that video page than that guy has, and I knock them off. So in my first 90 days, I probably did more video than I did blog posts, and that created my early results in MLSP. In my first 90 days with MLSP, we had generated 800 leads, made about $4,000 in commissions, and got our monthly check up to $1,400. And most of that came from video, because that's what I was getting to rank. My
Right.
personal blog wasn't ranking yet.
Right.
Here's a caveat there, though. What happens on the internet, and I call this dirty marketing. Let me go into MLM. Let's search for MLM marketing on Google as an example. Okay, I have a blog post that ranks. Do we have a video ranking? No. Let's just pretend this is the front page and we have videos ranking. Since we see the video ranking, we know we can get our video to rank if I just get more backlinks. So we create a video for MLM marketing, we post it on YouTube, get a lot of backlinks, and we knock poor old David Wood off. Well, if David Wood was a dirty marketer, he's going to get mad, and he could actually report my video as spam or inappropriate to YouTube. Well, if enough people complain about your video, they terminate your account. And that's exactly what happened to me. Now, none of my videos were inappropriate, but what I was doing is I was knocking off all the competition, and they were getting very upset about that. And so here's most of my traffic coming from YouTube, and they terminate my account. I've got over 100 videos, and all my traffic literally went away overnight. So if you're going to do a lot of video marketing, what I recommend is go create 6 YouTube accounts. Completely different accounts, different usernames, different emails, everything. And as you start to build up your video inventory, let's say you're going to do 60 videos, have 10 videos in each account. So heaven forbid somebody does do dirty marketing and you get one of your accounts terminated, you've lost 20% of your videos, not 100%. That makes sense?
Absolutely. Very important.
Because it does happen. And I have talked to, Brian and Norbert with MLSP and some of the other leaders that have been very aggressive with video, and almost without exception, we've all had accounts terminated. And so, so it's a good idea to spread the wealth a little bit.
So you want to do those 3, 4 to 6 different channels using a different email address and obviously a different channel name, like
a different channel name, even a different name than your own name or some.
Right.
Yeah, just kind of keep them separate and distinct. And then as you post videos, just kind of spread them around. And then heaven forbid something happen, you still have 80 to 90% of your traffic and your videos are good to go.
Right. So do we have any questions out there that we want to pull people out, Clint? Or
Eli asked a question: is how do you get a lot of backlinks to authority sites?
We will actually talk about that next week. Next week we're going to show you some of the tools we use to get those backlinks. We do it the same way we would do it to our own site. That's what we're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about how do we get those backlinks, and it's kind of funny. I got back from the MLSP mastermind last weekend or something, and I heard myself saying this, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. What we're going to teach you to do is get so many backlinks, we don't have to worry about the competition. We become the competition.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
And then Sandy Moore's question is, where do you find how often Google crawls and how often they rank pages, etc.?
Google crawls will crawl your website based on PageRank. So the higher the PageRank you have, the more often they're going to visit your site. If you have like a PageRank 3, PageRank 4, they will literally come to your site every hour, sometimes multiple times an hour. In the beginning, if you don't have PageRank, it doesn't mean they're not visiting your site, but all you need to do is share your site. Link to it from Facebook, link to it from Twitter, get a couple of backlinks to your site, and they will absolutely spider your site. I've literally had content rank within 1 hour. So it can happen very, very quickly. Now that's unusual. Normally it takes at least 4 hours to rank. I'm kind of joking, but it's true.
Right. Daria wants to know what was the name of the doc sharing sites you mentioned?
We use the 3 biggest ones are docstock.com. Let me see if I had a link here.
That's DOCSTOC?
Yeah, DOC. I don't know if you can see that if it's big enough. The DOCSTOC.com. Slideshare.net.
Slideshare.net. Okay.
And box.net. Those are the 3 big ones. You can search for document sharing on Google. There's a guy on the Warrior Forum, I think, that actually had a list of like 29. If you search for it, you'll find people that actually have a list, and there's dozens of these things, and they all work exactly the same. It's kind of cool.
And I think what we'll do is we'll put those 3 names as starters, guys, on our resource page in the back office of our website for all of you to access during this week.
And I have
Great.
I have another list of 15 of them. So
we have a question.
No, I was just saying I have another list of about 15 of them too, so we'll be
Yeah,
able to
and
help
there
them
are
out.
Awesome.
software programs. What I would recommend in the beginning is you do it manually, pick two or three of the bigger sites, do it manually a couple times, see that, kind of measure the type of traffic you're getting, how it's working out for you. And if it's something that you want to move forward with, especially in your first 90 days, or if you have a couple of teenagers like I do, you want to put them to work, there is software out there that will automate the process. So you can look for that as well, automated doc sharing software. And most of these software programs are 40, 50, $60 one time. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. And they'll take your PDF file and they'll post it to 10 or 12 of these sites automatically. So there are ways to automate that as well. And it's just one of those best kept secrets I finally decided to share.
Well, we certainly enjoy that. We're very, very happy and proud, and that you decided to share it with us first, right?
First, nobody's ever seen it. I've never ever shared it outside of my own network
You,
marketing team
mm,
ever. You guys are the first.
awesome. Well, that's great. 100-day champion challengers. We are the first with Rob Fore. We love that. I
Woo-hoo.
wanted to let you know there's in our champion challenge. His name is Dave Sharp, and he lives in Greece, in the
Mm-hmm.
country Greece, and hi folks. After trying to get, he says hi folks, trying to get on this webinar for an hour and 10. For no, it must be a great webinar. Isn't technology great? Isn't that great commitment there?
It's absolutely. Now I know you guys were recording of this, so that's awesome. So they'll be able to check it out. And then next week, like I shared, we're going to
Right.
talk about some of the software to make this happen. And I just thank you guys so much again for inviting me on. I'm so proud of everybody who steps up to, go do what they need to do to secure true time and financial freedom for themselves, because it's really much bigger than us. You don't know whose life you're going to change by taking the action you took today. You could literally be building
Mm.
hospitals in Bolivia and you don't even know it because of the actions you take today. It's pretty incredible what we have our hands on.
Hmm. Very inspirational, Rob. Well, we certainly are very honored that you came out tonight and shared this wealth of information on behalf of Esther, myself, Fontella, Clint. Uh, we just look really, and of course all the champion challengers. We really look forward to learning more from you next week. And with that being said, we're going to present. We're going to ask Daria if she's out here, and uh, feel free. Oh,
There you go.
Hello?
hi.
Hi,
Who's there?
Daria.
Daria. Great, you're out. Okay, very good.
Yeah, I'm
So,
here.
champions, I want to present. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
All
you.
right, great. Okay, great. Champions, I wanted to present today Daria Jackson Ligonier, who is in those, so we might have a little bit of a we're having we're having a little bit of difficulty here, but it looks like we're getting right back up. But Daria's our champion of the week, and just to give you a little background on who Daria is, she's an incredible lady, and you'll see in the picture there she is with that beautiful smile, and her husband Willie at Live the Dream event in Orlando. I had the pleasure of meeting her. She's a, believe it or not, she lives in Long Island, New York. She's been a teacher for the school system, which is not easy task, for 16 years. She's been a fifth grade teacher for 9 years. She comes home from work probably exhausted from being with the kids, and then gets online and starts creating her magic. Daria, if you're out there, come on out, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit just about what you've accomplished this week, and also how long you've been in network marketing and MLSP.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Hi,
there?
everyone. Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
We can
I'm
hear you
here.
loud
Can
and
you
clear.
hear me? Great.
I can
Fantastic.
hear you
Hello,
loud and clear.
everyone. Great. Hello, everyone. It's just been an honor and a pleasure being a part of this challenge. And I'm just taking it day by day, taking in all the information that we get from the leaders. I really enjoyed Clint's after party webinar last week, and I just been soaking it all in, everything that he talked about in reference to the images, and he mentioned the blog Engage, and I joined that, and that's an awesome site to be a part of to get backlinks and more exposure. I've been looking into creating ads, because I noticed that all the leaders talk about creating ads if you really want to start earning money quickly, to start creating ads. So I joined like I said, Blog Engage. I joined List Joe. I joined SalesSpider.com, which is a free classified site, along with iNetGiant.com. And I'm noticing that I'm starting to get results. Last week, I generated 10 leads from creating ads in those sites. So hard work and persistence, and just taking notes and taking action from what I learned from the webinars on a weekly basis is starting to pay off. And also
Absolutely.
I ping twice a day. I ping two articles in the morning before I go to work, and I leave about 6:45. So I just fire up the computer really quick before I walk out the door, and I do two, which only takes a few minutes, and then I do two before I go to bed. And I started doing that maybe about 2 weeks ago on a consistent basis, and I'm starting to see results. So basically, that's what I'm
Now,
doing.
Daria, Daria's incredible results, and it's coming from the hard work you're doing and consistency. Now, when you say you've been pinging, for those of us on the line that don't know, can you explain on that a little bit?
Well, pinging is a website that allows you to send or syndicate your post or your videos to a massive amount of social media sites. So when you join that site, it gives you an opportunity to join other social media sites, such as Stumble Upon, Facebook, Twitter, and there's just so many more that I can't even think of right now. But what happens is, once you press that button to ping, it goes to all the websites all at once.
Awesome. And so it's like a tri-pro, but it sounds like this is a free version?
Right. Yes, it's free. Definitely. It's something
That
like
is
TriPro.
very, right. Very incredible.
And
Very incredible.
yes, yes. So it's truly paying off. And List Joe is another great website. Right now, I'm a free member. I do want to upgrade, because you have the opportunity to put out solo ads and premium articles. I do have a premium ad in what's the name of that site? Oh, the other one that I do is called advertpost.com, and I have a couple of premium ads with that. So when
And
you
what's
log
the
in,
name?
you'll see my ads on the side. It's called advert, VERT, post.com.
Okay, we'll add this to the resource as well in our back office, guys. So this is pretty
Yes.
awesome. So basically, Daria, you are seeing results. I've known you now for at least 2 challenges, so that means 200 days already. And as you've
Yes.
been working on the challenge, you've been seeing the results coming to you. It obviously been, as Rob was saying, in 30 or 60 or 90 days even. But consistency always will win the race, and you certainly have been an example of that. We've spoken on the phone privately, and obviously there are days when we all want to throw up our hands, but you keep going, and we're just very,
Yes.
very
Yes.
yes, we're very lucky to have you as part of our community. And you mentioned one thing also. You said that you come to the webinars every week. How and you've been, like I said, you've been on 2 challenges for people who are looking to excel in their business to be on the webinars every week, in your opinion.
Okay, I'm sorry. I missed the beginning of your question. It's like you went out for a second.
What I'm saying is how important is it, challengers, to be on the webinar every week?
Oh, it's extremely important because just the golden nugget that we got from Rob Fore now with the document sharing sites, I didn't know anything about that. So you get the information firsthand, and you can start taking massive action immediately. So it's extremely
Right.
important that you are a part of these webinars, because you may say, okay, I'll look at it tomorrow, and then tomorrow will come and you'll get sidetracked and do something else, and you may not get the information until maybe a few days later or a week later, and that's leaving money on the table because that's
Right.
information that you haven't received yet. So you definitely want to be
Right.
on the webinars weekly, getting the information firsthand so that you can start implementing right away.
Yeah, because people like you and me and the people who are here tonight on this webinar get to work tonight as opposed to waiting till next week.
Ah.
Daria, you always hit it right on the head. And again, we're very honored to have you as part of the team. Send our love to Willie, and thank you for making it on the call tonight, all the way from Champions. Daria's on holiday tonight, so again, very committed.
Yes.
And yes, keep up the great work, Daria.
Thank
Clint,
you.
do you have any?
I'm listening. I may not be on the call, but I'm listening.
Hey, buddy, thank you so much for being on the call. We love you. I hope you like your picture. Clint, do you have any questions for Daria, Willie?
Oh no, I'm good. You covered everything.
All right, great.
Well,
Hey,
thank you,
guys, we
Clint.
love you. Enjoy
I
your
just also
vacation.
wanted to- Thank you. I just wanted to tell you that you have to put your life into the business. Make it a part of your life.
Don't try and fit the business in your life.
Fit
Put
your
your
life.
life into the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Amen.
guys, for
That's
having me.
great. Well, thank you for producing the results you did this week. Let's get some of those guys closed for you.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, guys, let's go to the next. Thank you again, Rob Fore. We did Rob Fore. Okay, the next part of our champion challenge. Again, we have 4 new winners this week from our last week's challenge. And number 1, coming in, number 1, you heard this woman's schedule, everybody. gets up at 5 in the morning and starts pinging at 6 a.m. That would be Daria with the Mr. Rob Fore. It really does pay to go to events, guys. And Wendy Elwell coming in. She also was featured this week on Better Networker, so I'm sure she got a nice group of leads. Wendy, you came in for your video on what you got from Tracy Walker. And coming in at number 3 is Rosie O'Sullivan, or also known as Rosie O'Donnell. But yeah, you came in 3rd place. Great work there, Rosie. Number 4, the guy who just tried for an hour and 10 minutes, that would be David Sharp from Greece. He's not on the call, obviously, but he's here with us in spirit. Guys, this week you get a consultation with any one of us, myself, Clint, or Esther. Feel free to just cite an appointment. And there's also a secret prize for we till next week. And with that, we are going into our homework, guys. So I hope you can hear me. And let's go to our homework. Clint, are you there? Excellent, excellent. Okay, champions, the championship act. We're going to create a video and or an article on what you learned tonight with Rob Fore. And most importantly, in those videos, please put how you will implement what you learned tonight. So create a video or an article, what you learned tonight, and very importantly, we want to know how you are going to implement what you learned tonight. Put in a strong call to action in your videos. Click the link below, click the link to get further training. Make sure you tell people what to do so they can do the action. Now this week we're only going to generate 4 pieces of content total. So your video article that you do about Rob Fore plus 3 others. Generate 4 pieces of content this week total. Make sure you have comment and love on your blog, and challenge for the week. This new challenge is going to be the first 4 videos on what you have learned from Rob Fore, not articles. The first 4 videos, what you learned and how you will implement it, will win a 30-minute bonus webinar with us. The bonus webinars, like Clint and I did last week, will not be recorded. This is for people who are on the call. So be on the call next week for our bonus training, and that's usually a 30-minute training where last week Clint revealed a lot of SEO for you guys who are on the Biz Builder. To Clint, excuse me there. So the first 4 videos, what you learned from Rob Fore, how you will implement it, will win 30-minute bonus webinar. Training will not be recorded. It's private, posted on Facebook 24 hours, and you will be one of the people on that webinar. And Clint, why don't you take away part 2 of the homework?
All right, 6 champions to sign up
Hello.
a new biz partner by 7 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. We're looking for you guys to make money. Everything that we do and everything that we focus is entirely driven by your successes. And successes are, like Daria, she got their 10 leads and turned one of them into a sign up. And we want you to do that too. Get your leads. Call your people, use the training that we've given you, and let's start making money in this challenge. Now, the winner of those 6 champions wins a 30-minute private training with the leader of your choice, Esther, Pat, or myself, and a secret prize. Even Pat's even keeping it a secret from me. You know how she is. Next thing you need to do is continue with adding the Facebook groups, 6 per day. I showed you guys in the webinar, the after webinar that we did, the easiest way to knock that out, as well as the Facebook message to 10 new friends for the next 6 days, which should, by the math, should give you 240 new friends by the end of the month. We're doing 10 specifically so you don't have to worry about Facebook blocking you from adding new friends. So limit yourself to 10 and your account will remain safe. Now, the intention of that is to have get people to know, like, and trust you, and get them to be to know them, be interested in them, and make sure that you don't pitch to them. Don't send, "Hey, how you doing? This is Clint, and I want to, hawk my crap to you." Become friends with these people, and they will actually ask you before you even have to ask them. And there you go, Pat. Sounds like we lost Pat.
Low, and then they have, hey, how you doing, Pat? And, by the way, blah, 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 can I send you my ebook on how to generate leads? I'm like, no, thank you. You forgot to ask me how I was. So, does anybody have any questions? Clint, anyone have questions?
Nope. We're good.
No?
Right
Okay.
now.
Great. Guys, I think we're going to let you all go do what you need to do so you could start pinging and getting on those doc shares. Don't forget, we have an incredible part 2 training again with Rob Fore, so please be on the call. Make sure to invite any of your team members. Also, keep in mind what Rob Fore said tonight. It does take at least 90 to 120 days for your blog to begin to get authority, but once that happens, the magic starts to happen. And that's why he gave us this secret recipe for getting our content at least viewed. And anything can happen from somebody coming on and seeing your content. So just keep in mind that keep creating the content, keep calling your leads, make some money, and we will see you next week at 8 p.m. Clint, it was a pleasure working with you tonight. Thank you so much for everything you do for this team. Say bye before we let everyone go.
Hey, everyone, enjoy your week. I'll see you on Skype and Facebook. If you need anything, by all means, send me a message and I'll help you out the best that I can.
Awesome. We'll see you next week. This call is a wrap.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be